Right guys, this is the kitchen sessions on the road. I am in Oldham tonight and I've ordered a Deliveroo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review that tonight. I'm not going to review a beer, although I'm going to be drinking one. I'm going to be drinking this bad boy, Camden Easy. I do like Camden Easy. I like it on the perfect draft. So I went down to the bar earlier and their pumps where they normally would have the guest ales are both off. And when I looked at the beer selection, you've got Peroni, you've got Carling, you've got Mahou. Not really for me at all. So I asked what, bottles or cans they had. And they had these, right? So Camden Easy, 330ml can. I will do a review on the perfect draft at one stage, even though I've already tried it and liked it, but I'll do a review just to show you guys. However, can we just talk about price before we go into the food? One can of 330ml beer, £5.50. That is extortionate. If you think that I've been doing reviews from Aldi, as an example, the Hula Tropica, that I would have as much as this Easy, that was £1.29 for a 440ml can. You see where I'm sort of going from, yeah? So it's a rip-off. It's hotel prices, we know that. But even that is a stretch. Normally you would get a pint for that much in a hotel. However, like I said, we are here to talk about food. So, I have ordered a delivery from somewhere called Burger Boys. What I did was I went on to Uber Eats, and not Uber Eats, I went on Just Eat and said sort by rating. This was the top rated place that didn't just have one or two reviews. There were things that had 5-star reviews, but they only had like 1 or 2 ratings. This was 4.8 and it had over 200. So what I've done is I've got a little bit of everything to try. It did come to £28. So within there, I have a maple bacon smash burger. I have a chili hot dog. I've had it as a meal, so I've got fries and a drink with that. I've then got some peri-peri chicken wings and some hot and spicy chicken tenders. I've also then paid extra for a tub of garlic mayonnaise because I hope they make their own and I hope it's garlicky, right? Because I like it. So this is the bag. It's quite a shame really because you get a nice Burger Boys bag and they put it in this plastic thing, right? So they put the can in with it, so the can is all hot and sweaty and horrible. They have given us some wood forks. Great stuff. Now, like I said, if I take this out of the actual plastic wrap, that is a nice bag. It's got Burger Boys on it. It's good. It's nice. It makes you happy to have it. We get napkins. Fantastic. I might need it with some of these things. So, let's just take a first look at what we've got. We have chips. Look at the seasoning on them. Now, I am expecting them to be a little bit on the soggy side because it has come from quite a distance. I didn't actually look how far this place was when I ordered, but still. That, I believe, is the burger, so I'll put that over there. That is the hot dog, I assume. So I'll put it over there. The garlic has come in its own little tub. Looks promising. We've got a sachet of vinegar. And then we've got the wings and the tenders. So, all in all, you know, you got that nice little box, and then you've got this with the burger. It just says takeaway on it. It could have said Burger Boys, you know. And then you've got a brown thing that's a bit covered in grease for the hot dog. However, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off with these chips. As you can see, they've got some sort of dusting on it. They call them red salt fries, so let's get one. Standard chips, the like dusting or powder, whatever they put on it, is like a Cajun spice. I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna dip one in the garlic. Very, very disappointing on the garlic, to be honest. It's not as strong. I would hasten to say that's been bought in and not made. And just looking at this dusting, right? So you look at the dusting, yeah? You take off the top layer and the dusting's almost gone. So it's just sort of like they put them in the thing and they've chucked all the dust at the top. So, you know, when you get towards the bottom, they've hardly got anything on them. And they don't taste of anything. So we'll park the chips. I didn't get this for the chips, right? I got it for the can of Dr. Pepper, the wings, the tenders, the hot dog, and the burger. So I'm hoping I'm doing this in the right order. I don't want to blow my mouth off. So actually, just know what? These are hot and spicy tenders. I think I'll leave them till later. Let's get the important stuff out of the way first. Let's do the burger. So this is a maple bacon smash burger. So once I can get this blooming cardboard open, we have what is now becoming a standard of burgers, is tin foil, which is great because it keeps it in place. Unlike, you know, you have something like McDonald's in this, and by the time it's done all of this, it's gone. Yeah, that's gone. Right, so let's crack this bad boy open. So on here we should have two smash patties, the maple bacon, some lettuce, some cheese, I think even some tomato, some brown sauce, which I assume is barbecue. So, you know, look at that bad boy. You can see the two patties, you can see the maple bacon, cheese, barbecue sauce, lettuce at the bottom, no tomato, one tomato. The lettuce looks like it's seen better days, to be honest with you, but you know what, it's all about the taste. So cheers, people. That is a lovely burger. So this is where you need the napkins. You end up getting it all over your face. Not a bad thing. So you get the maple bacon. Everything in there is wet though. You know, maybe a bit more of a thicker tomato, maybe some crispy onions on that would have been beautiful, just to break it up a bit. It's nice though, do not get me wrong, that is nice. It's got a little bit of a hum now. I don't know if that's from the barbecue sauce, but that's pleasant. I like that. Good. So for the chips, didn't score them. 3 out of 10. For the burger, easily 8 out of 10. Next, we will go on to this bad boy. This is the chili dog. And again, it is wrapped in tin foil out of the cardboard. So what we've got is, we do not appear to have a chili dog, unless the chili so okay, this is not what I thought it was, can I just say. What I need to do is go away and tell you exactly what I thought this was going to be. It smells absolutely fantastic, to be perfectly honest with you. So let me just get this back up and let's get delivery on, and then I'll tell you why I'm a little bit disappointed, right? This is, it's got fried onions. Yeah, I'll show you the bun that's stuck to the tin foil. Can you believe it? That's the bun. The bun looks lovely. Look at that, covered in proper grilled onions. Then when I look inside of it, I've got mayonnaise, I've got a hot dog, which, to be honest, looks like a standard burger, a standard fish and chip shop sausage that is way too small for the bun. You know, you got a bun like that. If you look, the hot dog finishes there. Now, what you've got in here is, you've got onions, you've got mayonnaise. Instead of chili, you've got chili sauce. Now, when I ordered this, I don't think it said chili sauce. So I'm just going to load deliver up. There you go, it's loading up, and we'll have a look, and we'll get to the bottom of it. So, Burger Boys, let's get in there, and I'm going to the hot dogs. So, what it says is, in here is jalapenos, chili, grilled onion, and mayonnaise. I can see jalapenos in it, but when it says to me chili, I thought it meant chili con carne, not chili sauce. I think it's been really disingenuous with that, but waste not, want not, you know, give it a try. Yeah, you know, standard takeaway sausage. The grilled onions are really nice. You get the chili sauce on the back now. The chili's really coming through. I just wish it was actually chili con carne and not chili. Chili sauce. So what we'll do is, we will now go with the hot and spicy tenders, and then we'll go with the wings. So, they look a bit sad, to be honest. I don't know. They look like deep fried chicken strips that then had sauce chucked on them, and then they've been chucked on a grill for a little bit. But they just look quite sad in there. I don't know if I'm doing them a misjustice, but yeah. And you only get 4 for £5. And, you know, they're not exactly massive. Now, standard frozen tenders. They're soft. They're not good at all. So, but what the heat now is really coming through onto me tongue. Not impressed with them in the slightest. So we've got an 8 for the burger. Did I say for the chips 2? Hot dog 5. Wings, tenders, on par with the chips, to be honest, 2. Last thing, and I'm conscious I've been going on for 60 minutes now, is the peri peri wings. And again, these were not cheap at all. You got 6 little baby wings for the price. Smell decent because obviously the peri peri, but these 2 have got these grill marks on, so it looks like what they do is it looks like they cook the food in whatever, they then toss it in the sauce and then put it on the grill. Got a little bit more flavour than the tenders. I wouldn't say a lot more. And they're quite slimy. Bit spicy again as well. But on the scale of things, not so bad. So what I'll do, quickly run through everything. Chips, bottom of the pile, 2. Tenders, next. I'll give them 2.5, right? Then you got the wings at 5 out of 10. You've got the hot dog, pardon me guys, the hot dog, I'll be generous, 6 out of 10, above average, because those onions really make it. The winner though, and the best thing on this menu, is the burger. I won't have any of the other things that have come with it, other than the Dr. Pepper. Is it worth nearly £30? I'd probably pay more for the burger than I actually did. So the burger, yes, is well priced. The chicken wings, the chips and the drink come to like, I think it was £8 just for that. The tenders for £5 and you get 4 horrible pieces of chicken. Nah, not great. All in all, I'll give this place a 4 out of 10. No, sorry, a 5 out of 10. That burger brings it up to 5. That's a review, a different one. I'm in a different location tomorrow, hoping that the hotel will have some local beers for me to try. Fingers crossed. If not, I might just order some more food and do another food review, or I might do a food review in the hotel. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Like, share, comment, retweet, repost, whatever medium you're watching this on. Do what you need to do. Follow, subscribe, whatever. Get me numbers up. Get these out far and wide. And I will see you all soon. And I think the end can only just go. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Cheers.